So great to have you listening here. Dia de los Muertos. Is that right? Is that today? Is that
what?
Isn't today?
I believe so, yes.
Get on the ground.
Today?
Get on the ground.
Today is the day after Halloween, and in is it Mexico?
I think it's only Mexico.
Only
I'm not
Mexico.
sure that it's all Spanish culture.
I think it is
Yeah.
only Mexico. The movie Coco is about that. El Dia de los Muertos. And it's a big deal. It's like you celebrate the dead.
Oh, yeah.
And
I remember in Spanish class, it was always a big party.
one of my favorite Disney movies, by the way, underrated. If you watch Coco, we watched it when my kids were younger. I still think it's really good. It's about, going to the afterlife.
But you get to hang with your ancestors, right, on the day? On the day of
on
the
the
dead.
day of the dead, you get to come back and hang, right, like you said. But eventually, if you're forgotten, that's what they do. The Dia de los Muertos, they remember the dead, but if you're forgotten, you just blow off into dust, and you are no more, even in the afterlife. So it's interesting. I just had you noticed it. I just had I've
little
got
gas attack there.
Listen, this is a Dia de los
Sucre.
Sucre, because I just told Chris Demm, I said, look, I'm going to eat some candy today, and then I'm going to be on my best behavior until November. I mean, until Thanksgiving. That's it. That's it. And today, Chris Demm brought in leftover candy. My friend Gene from the gym. Yesterday, Chris Demm said after the Put Up or Shut Up game, one of the questions was, what is Kelly Clarkson's favorite candy, Mounds or Almond Joy? And Chris Demm did the reasoning in his head and said, well, Almond Joy is old people candy. She's pretty young, so I'll go with Mounds, which was correct. But both Gene and I and everyone who likes Almond Joy who is of a certain age, we reared up. We
Heads exploded.
Wait a minute. What do you mean Almond Joy is old people candy? So later at the gym, and that's my friend Gene from the gym, we were all there, and there was like 30 of us yesterday in the lobby just chatting. And Gene brought in Almond Joy for me for after class and an envelope for Chris Demm that said, from one golden oldie to another, at least we have Medicare to clear out our clogged arteries. And she gave him an Almond Joy, and she said, you tell him that Almond Joy is not for old people. And then every 30-something in the room said, oh, yeah, Almond Joy is definitely for old people.
It's only for the olds.
Yeah.
And that's when I said to my friend young Mike, who's in his 30s, I said, what are you, I'm flabbergasted. He goes, well, that's an old people reaction.
Yeah. Look at you. You're holding your heart.
I said, what? Almond Joy for the olds. He said, oh, yeah. You know why? He's like, it's that nasty coconut that just, only old people like that.
Can you sit with it?
I love coconut
I
like
do,
that.
but
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you.
Oh, my
He's
God.
40-something.
But not until the last couple years.
God.
Oh, my God.
I know.
It's happening.
I know. But Mounds, I guess, younger, but that's also got coconut in it. And
It does, but when it comes to shelf space, that to me, that's how I kind of gauge candy's popularity.
Yeah.
And like I said, the 100 grand bar, to me, it's an October only candy. I
Agreed.
just don't see it during the year.
Yeah.
And Almond Joy, I have said, was kind of the same way. So the last time I went to shop Senior Citizen Day
yeah.
at the grocery store, I looked at the candy display they have at the checkout. 10% of it is Reese's or the real estate.
Yes.
Another 6% is M&Ms, all the different bags. The peanut, the plain, and then the peanut butter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Then you got your gums and your mints and your other things, Hershey bars, York peppermint patties, way down at the bottom, all the way to the right, over there by the National Enquirers and the magazines.
Yeah.
Tiny little pallet of Almond
A
Joys.
sliver of Almond Joy. And they know we can't bend down and get it.
Exactly.
We'll never get back up. That's not right. This is not.
So Mounds just doesn't even exist.
Do you think more through the whole year, which sells more, Almond Joy or Mounds?
I still think Almond Joy outsells Mounds.
I think so, too.
I do too, because your reasoning's probably right. Older people will buy Almond Joy. Mounds is for like nobody. I mean, no kid wants Mounds and no older person wants Mounds. It's just it's just a sister candy to Almond Joy, I guess. And then, of course, once I started this, then it became, well, what is your favorite candy? And everybody, it was Reese's.
At the gym?
Yeah, everybody at the gym's like, what's Reese's Cups? That was like, and then it's Snickers and M&M's. To me, those are like the three, boom, year round, there they are, Snickers, M&M's, and Reese's Cups.
But when we put out our block party candy,
Yeah.
We had to leave a bowl unattended at the end of our driveway because we had 2 social events happening.
Right.
We got this mix of stuff here. It's Lifesaver gummies, Skittles gummies, and we put chocolate half and half.
Yeah.
All the chewy stuff was gone. All the kids took it.
The kids wanted the chewy.
Yep.
Sours.
All we had left in our bowl was chocolate.
It was chocolate. So, and then, I don't know how this happened, but our dear departed friend Dave Aiken used to bring in a bag of candy corn and those little pumpkins that are like candy corn every year.
Halloween mix.
Or,
what do you call it? Autumn mix.
Autumn mix. And he'd bring it in like midway through October, and he'd say, got a little something in here. And then he would go into, I like this. And by the way, at the gym yesterday, I said, how does everybody feel about candy corn? Total split. A lot of people are like, oh, it's awful, it's terrible. And a lot were, including myself, I like it.
I like it too. I've said this for a while now. I'm really upset about the attack on candy corn.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it was that Lewis Black stand-up.
It has to be.
When it comes to polyunsaturated fats and other mysterious dyes that are probably illegal in most countries, you can't beat it.
Yes.
And now people have to react violently to it. You can't just say no.
I know.
It's like, no, I don't like it. People have to be like,
oh, I know. Oh, I agree.
And I'm like, oh, calm down.
Well, we're all
it's a freezing cold take at this point.
Thank you. We're on the same page on this. And then maybe it was a hot take when Lewis Black said how terrible it was. But now if you're doing that, you're just following, and it's like, come on. That's a good kid. Well, today, out of nowhere, a bag of autumn mix. So our theory is...
Dia de los Muertos.
The
ancestors were here.
The ancestors were here. Dave came down from heaven. That's right. He came in. And Dia de los Muertos. The ghostly Dave Aiken.
Yeah, you two were all whimsical, like, he did, look what he did for us.
He did it.
He didn't do that.
Well, I don't know how he'd get in the building. Chris Demm said maybe to pick up his last check, but I think they mailed it. I don't think.
And I hate to say this. Chris Demm said that, and I thought, that's an old person thing, too. Because I said, they don't make you come and sign for your last check anymore. They just direct deposit it.
Yeah, that's right. They direct
Remember, he was a holdout for a long time till they forced him.
Yeah, he didn't even want direct deposit.
He got paper checks.
Yeah, he was like the one person who still got paper checks. And finally, they were like, dude, we're not paying you for this anymore to print you one.
Also, don't bring up a 401k. That man does not appreciate it. Well, somehow he slithered under the door and he got this bag of autumn mix in here to us. And we thank, wherever he is.
Es milagro.
See, we thank him. We thank
a miracle on the Dia de los Muertos.
Dia de los David. He came in here, got this done. David came in here and did
whoever
this.
really brought it's going to be like, what?
I thought you guys would appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys did. You see what I left you?
All you did was talk about it.
I'll tell you this. Yeah. Dave gets more airplay now that he's gone than he ever did before. I'll tell you this, and I hate it. I hate it. But today, there is a reason for us to play a Christmas song, and I put it on the grid. You know how I hate that. I cannot stand turning the calendar from October to November, and immediately everybody's attention turns to Christmas. But there is a reason we're going to have to play a Christmas song today. And, listen to this. There's a new Halloween parody song that only really works. I mean, it can work today. So we'll play a Halloween song today.
And a Christmas song.
And the Thanksgiving song. We have all three today.
God's name.
I know.
My Lord.
We have all three today.
It's a terrible grid. This is a horrible grid.
No, you have no idea. This grid is terrific. You have no idea how it all comes together. That all three, a Christmas song, a Thanksgiving song, the Thanksgiving song, and a Halloween song. And I'll predict this. This new Halloween parody song that we just got our hands on today, I think will become Biggie's new favorite Halloween parody song.
For years to come.
For years to come, yes. And we can this is the last day we can play. It's about trick-or-treating and what a little girl got in her trick-or-treat bag. So it can be played today, but today's the last day. And I've pledged that as of today, I'm going to eat sugar today. All right?
Do it.
Okay. I owe that to Dave, whose ghostly body brought in this autumn mix. But after today, I'm turning my attention to pure health until Thanksgiving.
Well, of course, this is what we informally refer to as eating season, and you are the reason why gyms are packed in January.
Oh, no question about that. I binge it during eating season.
That's what we do.
I'm going to say this. I'm proud of you because you've made one key adjustment this year. You've said till Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
meaning that on Thanksgiving, you've left it open to not ruin everybody's Thanksgiving.
I'm going to have some plates. I'm glad you noticed that.
Because that one small adjustment,
yes,
I think is key here.
It'll help. I agree it'll help. I saw today, this is about weight and health, that now a lot of celebrities are getting what they call Ozempic lips because they have had their lips plumped and filled. And Sharon Osbourne is one that was pointed out. They've had their lips plumped and filled with fillers, through the years. Then they try to lose weight with Ozempic, which they do, and their face starts to crater, but the lips stay big, so that effect is even more pronounced. She was one, Sharon Osbourne and Christina Aguilera were the two.
She's a young woman.
She's younger. Yeah, relatively. She's certainly younger than Sharon Osbourne. I don't know that she likes Almond Joys yet, but she's getting close to that. And so they're calling it Ozempic lips because the lips remain plump, the face goes slimmer. So what people do now, what Sharon Osbourne and Christina Aguilera and others may do now is get more fillers for the face to plump it back up.
Out the cheeks? Oh, come on.
Yeah, so that the lips aren't so alien-like,
Who was that woman who was married to the actor Harry Hamlin? She's on...
Oh, yeah, Rinna. Lisa Rinna. Yeah,
Unfortunately, she's got some bad plumping.
She's
Whoever plumps her does a poor job.
She's got Ozempic lips,
And nobody in this room is surprised. We get that.
Yeah.
But we're not fighting it.
No.
Well, except Kelly.
But I fight it naturally. I have not had...
For now.
No needles yet.
No needles.
Yet.
As of yet. I'll tell you this, though. Sometimes in the gym, I'll lift my shirt to wipe sweat off my face, and I'll see my gut, and it's like got sag where there used to be fat, and now there's not. And so I think I need some suction or something.
Tighten that up.
Tighten it. There's nothing I can do and that's what I warned my son about as I body shame him at age 19.
Great.
I just say, look, you can eat what you want now, but if you fatten up, if you ever lose that weight, because he said, I'll just do what you did. I'll just eat what I want till I'm 45. And I said, no.
That's an insult in many ways.
I said, no.
That's hard to come back from.
I said, don't. I said, learn from me. Because if you fatten yourself all up and then you lose, you have that look, there's nothing you can do about the sag unless then you go under the knife. And
that's
wife,
a real procedure.
That's a procedure, and it's not going to be covered by insurance.
No.
Not ours. And my wife would never let me do that. She this is just vanity. All that is vanity,
Yes.
Our insurance wants to fatten you up. God knows I know.
You must have good insurance. You must have gotten a lot of it.
I'd like to lose some weight. What if we went the other way?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Might have been
Here's our pre-diabetes plan.
Yeah.
Maybe the insurance company brought in this
Yes.
autumn mix.
Very possible. Yeah.
We're having a meeting.
It's about time to change plans.
Let's get them ready for the upcoming meeting.
Yeah, it's about that time, isn't it? That's right. Don't worry. I have your things to look forward to in November. Okay. Let's take
Civil War 2.0.
Right.
That on the list?
Let's take a look at it. Election Day, all right, is coming on Tuesday.
How loud can you scream? Get ready to find out.
Well, we better hang on to this autumn mix. That'll go. That'll have a good shelf life. So
That's right. It's shelf stable, as Biggie told us.
Yeah, Biggie lorded that term over us yesterday twice.
That's right.
Yeah, it's shelf stable. All right.
I did some shelf stable shopping yesterday.
Just in case?
Well, I was putting together my grocery order.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, maybe I should throw an extra thing of water.
Yeah.
Extra couple cans of tuna.
A few MREs.
Some beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, but then...
You called My Patriot Supply yet? Have you...
I've thought about that.
That guy?
I don't think they can rush me that. But I thought to myself, what if I did have to hunker down here for a day or two?
Mm-hmm.
So I threw in a little extra canned goods and some water.
Just in case, as the election approaches here on Tuesday. Although I've seen that 60 million have already voted, which is a huge
enormous.
A huge number. I do believe that eventually it's going to be more people vote early than vote on election day. It might be that way this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I saw today a stat that more women have voted so far than men, which is bad news for President Trump and good news for Kamala Harris. It dawned on me I may have to make a prediction here, y'all. I don't know. I might have to make a prediction on this.
Are you just trying to save your skin from the Civil War?
Yeah.
Just trying to pick the right side?
Well, I'll tell you.
Try to pick a winner here. I got 20 on somebody. I'm not going to say who.
Okay.
I got 20 on somebody.
I saw a fascinating stat I thought last night. Now, this was from CBS News, so judge it how you want.
Right. Yeah.
But it was,
Noted.
I saw this too.
It was the trust of the voting process that the voting process is viewed so differently by Democrats and Republicans and who trusts it and
because
who
of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, he's claiming that the last election was fraudulent.
Yeah.
And people still believe that for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, when I was younger, everybody, of course, we just trusted.
Voted.
We just voted. That's all there was. But now it's always.
And now you have poll workers who, as one Republican, one Democrat, who their job at the polls is to watch the other poll workers. They just sit there to make sure that no voter fraud is going on.
It's like golfers on the PGA Tour. One's got to keep the other score. You know, you watch it that way.
So that's what I forget where it was, but they had one Democrat and one Republican just sit there the whole day.
Here's a piece of trivia for you. This is election related. See if you can get it. Who's the last president to win the popular vote by double digits? Last presidential winner to win the popular vote by double digits, as far as percentages go. This time, of course, it'll be like 51 to 49 or 52 to 40. You know, popular vote wise.
I don't think Obama pulled that off. I don't even know that Clinton pulled it off.
Yeah, I went to Clinton, but I don't feel like that's right.
Clinton had the third party. He had Perot in there.
Yeah.
So that made it closer, you know.
Is it Reagan too?
Reagan 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ronald Reagan in 84 beat Mondale. Mondale only took 2 states, his home state of Minnesota and then the District of Columbia. Reagan got 58-point-something percentage of the popular vote. Mondale 41-point-something. So it was a 17, 18-point spread there. And since then, it's been getting closer and closer. And, of course, everybody thinks this election is going to be incredibly close. I'm leaning toward writing my prediction and putting it in an envelope before Tuesday's election
like
day.
paper and fire.
That's right. And then we can use it to burn and warm ourselves.
For warmth. Or to cook.
When the inevitable Civil War
Civil
comes.
War 2.0.
And that is on my list of things to look forward to in November. Civil War Part 2. That's right. And then daylight savings times ends on Sunday
Tomorrow night.
at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
That's right. Tomorrow night, you'll set your clocks back. And
how many clocks do you physically have to set back?
We have microwave. I have a couple of clocks like on the wall. You know, really more decoration than anything my kids can't read.
We have one on the mantelpiece.
Right. My kids have no idea what time it is. If I tell them to look at it, they have no clue. But I do that one. And the microwave and the stove I have to set back.
Stove and microwave for me. That's it.
That's about it. The rest of them now. Even my van, even though the time will be wrong.
The date will be wrong.
The date will, and the time will be right just for a few weeks, and then it'll spring forward because the date is wrong. It thinks it's spring of 2005, which of course it actually is not. So that's to look forward to, and the TV show Yellowstone returns.
I'm in.
That's it.
I can't remember.
You said you weren't a week ago.
I don't remember what happened.
That's the thing. I'm gonna have to wiki watch it, where I just reread the episodes.
Certainly watch it.
But recap. I want to know who's in the show now, because I thought Kevin Costner was out, but yet he's in the previews.
He's in the previews. I think are they just dangling that out there?
That's what I'm wondering. Is that
a Costner dangle?
But
a Costner dangle. Don't you fool me like that.
But they also show like the daughter and the one son who nobody likes. Like she says to him, like, "This is not over like you think it is," and I'm like, well, are they going to kill Costner off?
We'll wait and see.
Did he, just disappear on the ranch one day?
That is back on, I don't know, sometime in November.
I believe it's sooner than later, I believe.
The 12th?
Yeah.
The 12th is what I'm saying. Back on, what is it, Paramount Plus?
Paramount Plus.
Is where we have it.
You didn't even mention Thanksgiving.
Jesus Christ.
Things to look forward to in November.
Biggie, where am I?
I thought it was still on your list to come, hopefully, but
no. If you're closing with Yellowstone,
yeah,
ain't no coming back from that.
I don't see it here. I don't see it on my list.
I hear it's early this year.
Well, Yellowstone.
It's not. It's late. Thanksgiving is late.
Yellowstone is late. Thanksgiving is late.
Thanksgiving is late. It's the latest it can possibly be. Do not mess with me on this.